There was a Stake of America? Is you're thinking of Demon Souls, which is initially PS3 only, but got a PS5 remake. I know that there was a couple versions of Bloodborne, so I just figured that maybe it was that. Oh, there's a stake right here before this section. So, try parrying? Crouch in the undergrowth. Oh, you have to stealth it! Oh! Be wary of futility. It's actually in Metal Gear. What? Message is giving away the secrets. Wait. Wait just a second here. Give me a moment. Here. Now what? You turn around? Try parrying, then visions of talisman. What do you mean? What? Like, I assume I need to wait for you to turn around. Or I just go around back this way. Okay. Retail version of Bloodborne with DLC on the disc, but otherwise there's only one version of the game. Huh. Because I picked up some copy of it where the case was red instead of blue because it was some... whatever those are. When Sony does the red cases, I guess. Patience. No need to rush. More of them. The red one too. I don't know what it means. I was not expecting this to be a Metal Gear stream. You know how I was just saying my Metal Gear series is on hold until MGS 3 remake comes out? Metal Gear Solid Delta? Never mind to that. The Metal Gear series is continuing right now. I don't know how far you can see, but I'm just gonna wait for you to turn around to be safe. Wait, I think you are turned around. Okay, red casing is just the greatest hits budget retail re-release like Nintendo selects. Okay. Greatest hits, that was the name. What? Oh my god, I didn't realize I was playing the new Minecraft update. It's not even that new anymore. The one with the warden is what I was trying to say. Oh my god, I'm okay. I think. Okay, I thought those were just gonna be like collectible items or something. They were not. Okay. Didn't realize I was setting off like the skulk sensors. Those just kind of gave it away, but you can parry those and it makes them killable. Oh. Interesting. Not like I can parry with these things. I guess I could pull out my shield. Let you know, because one of them drops a talisman. Oh, interesting. I guess I probably should have tried to do that at the beginning when I was right close to that Stake America. Yeah, I guess I still could. Safety head there for time for brief respite. Where? Which way? Is there a site of grace somewhere around here? That'd be nice, if so. I would very much like that. I can't see shit. Oh, that made it worse. This is a boss battle arena. This has got to be a boss battle arena. What the heck? It's so hard to see now. Oh god. I can't see shit. Alright, I'm going the other way, I think. I never learned to turn off his headlights in fog SMH. I guess not. Well, I'll go this way for now, before I trek into the Lost Woods. What I think I'll do. Okay, nice. There is a site of grace. That is what we like to see. Okay, so... Oh. Was the camera being weird or did it lag for a hot second there? Coincidentally, it's been a long time now since any of the console companies did budget case version of games. The practice seems to have died off. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen much of that for a while. I don't think I've seen anything like that on the PS5. I mean, I haven't browsed PS5 games very much, but like, I know they did it with PS4 with Bloodborne, because I own that. But, yeah. Even with Nintendo, I haven't seen that a whole lot with Switch games. The games are even out for PS5 now? Nobody knows. That's the thing. Oh. Oh my god. You know that I'm here though, right? I don't think I can parry with this. I don't have my shield around here right now. What? Don't know how you didn't get me, but okay. Oh, but that time you got me mid-roll. Came out with no games like every console before it, lol, but surely there's some now. I mean, there's Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 1 is on PC now. There's, I almost said Thor Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok, the first new God of War, is on PC now. There's Horizon. Combat is not an option. Apparently it is with parrying, which seems kind of silly. The new Horizon is on there. I know the first one is on PC. I don't know if the second one's on PC. Sony has basically said, all right, all of you off the PC. Except you stay to Bloodborne. That's what's basically going on. Oh, yeah, that thing. So, yeah, except Bloodborne for some reason. There's Final Fantasy 16 and the Final Fantasy 7 multiple remake games. There's one thing there is. There's Last of Us Part 2 as well. I played Last of Us Part 1 on PC. My god, like, that has got to be the worst PC port I've ever played in my life. It was so bad. Like, it was really funnily bad, at least. I mean, it was kind of screwing me up when the whole environment was rainbow colored and I'm trying to see and figure out what the heck is going on. It did make it kind of hard, but at least it was kind of funny bad with how broken it was the case. So I think when I play Last of Us Part 2 on the channel, I'll just do the PS5 version, and I own it now. And with my family, we ended up watching The Last of Us Season 1 when it came out, and ended up really, really enjoying it. And plus, we wanted to support something that was filmed locally here in Alberta. Apparently, Part 2 is getting filmed in BC, because there's a lot more water-based stuff in Part 2. And there's the whole coastline along with BC. So, Last of Us Part 1 was actually really, really great for a lot of industry and business here in Alberta. Like, during the one scene where Joel's, like, not doing all that great and he has a blanket over him, apparently the Albertan business that manufactured that blanket got, like, a lot of business after Last of Us Season 1. For whatever reason there. Love that message, Snake. For whatever reason, people were able to track down what specific blanket that was, and then went and bought a whole bunch of them. So, like, that company got a lot of business, and a lot of tourism here in Alberta started taking off when people wanted to visit the places that The Last of Us was filmed. Yeah, consumerism. So, we wanted to see what all the hubbub was about, and so I watched Last of Us Season 1 with my family. And then rather than waiting for Season 2, which I know, like, Part 2 is the controversial one, that is one of the few games that I ended up playing on my own time before playing it on the channel. So I played it earlier this year along with my family, and I'll play it on the channel on the hardest difficulty. I just played on normal mode when I played it with my family, just so I could get through it in a reasonable time. I'll play it on grounded when I play it on the channel, since hardest difficulties and all that. And I will definitely say the whole controversy with it is, like, I get it now, why a lot of people don't like the story. There were definitely some cool things about it, but, like, it was not really told in a very great way at all, I would think. But yeah, so that's a game that you can play on PlayStation 5. That's a PS5 exclusive, or PS4 and PS5 exclusive right now. I guess you can't say that it's a PS5 game when it was originally a PS4 game. Like, I own the PS5 version, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. But it's technically a PS4 game. But that's at least a PlayStation exclusive game, is Last of Us Part 2. And it's kind of fun gameplay-wise. I don't think I'd recommend it story-wise. Like, if you're playing it to get invested in, like, a really, really investing story, I don't think I'd recommend it, honestly. But yeah, there's the Final Fantasy VII games that I mentioned. There's Rebirth and the initial remake, and then there's the one that remade the PSP prequel game or whatever that was. But I don't think that one's exclusive anymore. I think that game came to other consoles. I think that one's even on the Switch. I don't know if it's on the Switch or if it's one of those stupid cloud games or whatever the heck there. But yeah, let's see here. Elden Ring messages need to be added to other games. Agreed. Reminds you haven't actually beaten the DLC yet. I think in-game you're just right outside the final boss arena. That's where I left off the last time that I was streaming this, but I was like, yeah, let's go around doing the other stuff first before I do the final boss. Is what I'll do. Hello, Snow Penguin. How's it going today? Welcome on into Metal Gear. Crisis Core, that's what it's called. It's on all consoles natively, yes. Okay, so it is, like, actually natively on the Switch. Interesting. I wonder how well it runs on the Switch. So where am I going? Oh, you've got me kidding me. You've got me kidding me. Did you lose me? This looks like a boss battle area. Is there, like, a thing? A Site of Grace would be nice. A stake would be cool too, but at least yeah, at least a stake. But like a Site of Grace would be extra nice. I don't see one. I don't think that's one up there. But doing okay, how's me? I'm really struggling with my truck. The things that I've been working at fixing up, it does seem like are working, but it still doesn't run, and I don't know why, which means the problem is somewhere else. So I'm very confused. I'm gonna try and troubleshoot it this weekend with well, I mean, I was troubleshooting it earlier today just to narrow down the issue. And it is not the carburetor or the fuel pump, I don't think. It seemed to be pumping fuel into the engine just fine. But something else is going wrong, so I'll try to lab it a little bit with a mechanic friendo across the street and see what I can do. But right now it's just broken down in the backyard and I have no idea why, so but yeah, there be that. Otherwise, I was just doing like a bunch of editing and gardening stuff today. Oh, that's a Site of Grace. And then I was doing like a whole bunch of video editing for the channel, and then I was like, you know, I'm tired and sore after all the gardening and truck stuff earlier today. I kind of want to take a break on video editing, putting in like effort and work. How about I just play a game for fun? So here I am playing Elden Ring just like for fun and big chilling and killing a bunch of bosses and stuff. And don't crash on me. Oh my god, the lag. Welcome to Elden Ring on PC. But yeah, more gardening hybrid. I was mostly just planting a bunch of things. I've been raising strawberries from seed, white strawberries, in this pot, and I actually planted them earlier today in some raised beds that we have. In a place that I had planted some carrots, but they didn't come up. I planted like 5 different kinds of carrots, and one of them didn't come up like at all. So I just planted the strawberries there, and then they'll establish themselves and come back every year, and then like they can be there. Yeah, and they're really, really sweet. They're a lot sweeter than any red strawberries that I've eaten. So I really like them. And I wanted to grow it in a pot until I knew what the fruit tasted like. And now that I know that I really like the fruit, I decided to plant it. That's a keeper right there. And then it can spread and take over that area, and then we'll get a whole bunch of white strawberries, and that'll be awesome. I have noticed that the ones that are just seeming to be ripe, like they're a little bit squishy, and I pull off, are almost near tasteless. Like, they don't really have that much flavor to them. But I wasn't sure when they were going to be ripe, because I got it from a packet of mixed red and white strawberry seeds, which just sounds like a major screw you to figuring out when they're ripe. Like, why would you put those together, mixed together in one seed packet? So I was kind of waiting for them to ripen for a while. I'm not quite sure what to look for. But yeah, those are definitely the white kinds, and I waited a long, long time and picked them when they were super squishy, and they were like the sweetest strawberries I've ever eaten. But the ones that I've been picking when they've just been getting like a little bit squishy and they still come off the stem really nice, they don't have that much flavor to them. So I think the strategy is to wait until they're basically starting to get a little bit overripe when they've been on the plant for quite a while, and then pick them, and then they'll be like super sweet and amazing. So I might wait longer until some more are ripe before I pick any more. But yeah, so I planted those. I had a whole bunch of Nanking cherry trees that I sprouted in just like this one pot. So I finally gave them their own pots today. So now they all have like big pots like that for these little sprouts. Now I have a whole bunch of Nanking cherries to give away. Sounds delicious. They are. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to when more of them are ripe. I have no idea where to go. I'm so confused. I'm getting text messages from that same group chat there. I'm gonna need to catch up on that later. So I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, and then the Nanking cherries, I have 7 plants, I think? I might keep like 2. Something like that. Maybe plant 1 here, maybe plant 1 at the lake. Something like that. They're technically shrubs rather than trees because they don't get very tall, apparently. Whoa. Yoink. Winter lanternfly. The neighbors that have, like, the one mechanic friendo are apparently interested in having a Nanking cherry tree, so I can give them one. I can give one to a neighbor a couple... No, I already gave one to a neighbor a couple doors down a little while back. But I still have a lot to give away, is the case, so I'm gonna need to find more people to... Gosh dang it! That's not the crouch button! So... I don't even know, man. So, trying to find people to give away cherry shrubs to in the near future. Did I already come through here? This looks kind of familiar. Or does this lead up to boss? This either leads up to boss or I've been here already. One of the two. Hearing them behold beating to a pulp. Yeah, they're going that way. There's no boss behind there. I don't know where to go. Is it in that Lost Woods section that I don't even remember where the heck it is anymore? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. What is this place called again? Abyssal Woods, I'm fairly certain. I'm just gonna Google it, screw it. If I can actually alt-tab off the game, that would be great. There we go. Elden Ring Abyssal Woods, because I have no idea what I'm doing here. Abyssal Woods, yeah. The first thing is a extra life thing, screw that. But it's convenient, I'll click it anyway. This location in Elden Ring added with Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. At the east of the gravesite plain, thick forest sprawls at the depths of the ravine that is untouched even by sunlight. Known as the sanctum of the sage Midra, is a region forbidden by the Horn Scent. Ah, the Horn Scent, that's a guy that I killed earlier. NPCs and merchants in Abyss. Does it list bosses? Torrent is unable to be used in this region. It doesn't say anything about a boss here. It says that there's a maddening hand NPC. It says that there's different sites of grace that I can go to and stuff. Is it as good as yours? There's Abyssal Woods, Woodland Trail, Church Ruins, Forsaken Graveyard, and Divided Falls. So apparently I have all the sites of grace here. It only lists these 5 for sites of grace here. And then sub-locations are Abandoned Church and Midra's Manse. And this is the Abandoned Church. So maybe I should go to wherever Midra's Manse is? I don't know, let's click that. Is a minor legacy dungeon. Okay, that... I don't know then. It seems like a pretty expansive dungeon according to the page here. So where is this on the map? Let's see here. It doesn't include a map link for where to find it. Here to go to speedrun walkthrough. Mance Hall map link. I don't know, maybe the Mance Hall one I should travel to. And that is located, like, here. So I probably should try to go this way. I'll just go there and see what happens. But I'm going to have to wrap up the stream here soon because I do have to go to work tomorrow. So I gotta be up early. It can't be a super long stream. I'll try going this way for now, I guess. Is there a, I can try traveling from here or something. But yeah, south and to the left a bit. Okay, so yeah, I'll go that way. So yeah, that was my plant stuff earlier today. Was just giving new homes to things. That's pretty much what it was. Oh yeah, and I was going to put these cherry pits in the fridge, and I forgot. I have a whole bunch of cherry pits on my desk right now that have just been here for like several days. Which, let's see here. I switched to only camera. Oh yeah, and I was trying to show like a different thingamabob here recently, so I have to turn this back on, this off. That's what I gotta do. Here we go. I just have a bunch of cherry pits on my desk right now. I have 6 of them. I'm gonna try and grow. These are a sweet cherry rather than a sour cherry, so I wanted to try and grow them. I was recently at the nursery for the small town that's by my family's lake cabin, and there they have like a whole bunch of fruit trees that didn't sell during the spring and are fruiting right now, including some sweet cherries. So I just asked them at the front, like, hey, can I just take like a few and try to grow them from seed, because it's something that I like to try and do, and just give like $5 or $10 or something like that to pay for that. And the the shopkeeper there just said, like, don't worry about it, just go take some. So I was like, okay, I'll take 6, and then I have like 6 pits. And like, they were called sweet cherries. They're definitely sweeter than the sour cherries that I've been growing, but they are still like a decent bit tart, those ones I hadn't seen, but they weren't half bad. I forgot what they were called. I took a picture of the label so I wouldn't forget. Yeah, that's what I had pulled up last year. Crimson Passion Cherry. Those are pits of. So I was gonna get those put into my fridge in the near future to convince them it's winter for a little while, and then maybe try growing some sweet cherries as well for fun. So I might try to do, well, not, it feels a little bit disingenuous to call them sweet cherries with how they tasted. Sweeter cherries is what they kind of were. I mean, I already have 2 cherry types, so maybe I shouldn't try to go too crazy. I already have my Oma's sour cherry that I have like a sucker from. Could this be a cave and you don't have the right? Which is actually a sweeter type of cherry than I remember it being as a kid. Because I used to eat them all the time as a kid with the tree that used to be there. Original tree died. It suckered and made new trees. It's only this year that it's actually made a lot of cherries, the new tree. Last year it only made 1. I don't know, I'll go this way. So this year I've actually been able to try out a whole bunch, and they're definitely sweeter than I remember. I could definitely see myself just eating like a bowl of them. I don't know what Nanking cherries taste like, but I wanted to get them for cross-pollination reasons, to cross-pollinate apricots in the future. But they're apparently a type of sour cherry too. And then these are like sweeter sour cherries. So like, I have all sorts of different cherry types. Try out. I'm starting to think it's probably the other way that I should go. So I already have 2 types, and if I manage to germinate these, then I'll have 3 types of cherries that I'm growing. Be the case. Yeah, I shouldn't mind. I'm gonna go the other way. I think I'm going to do. I'm also starting to get warm. I'm taking off my scarf. Oh, and I turned up my volume somehow. Must have nudged my headphones or something by doing that. So, yeah, there's that. All my apple trees are really happy, which is awesome. Whoops! I was just placing the controller on my lap. I hit that by accident. It's not my intention. Yeah, this way will go. Places to be. My apple trees were stuck dealing with spider mites for a long time, and so their growth was kind of stagnant, and they were losing leaves. So they weren't gaining any new leaves, and they were losing leaves. And I was quite concerned about them. But now it seems like outside the, oh, that's not a guy I need to stealth around. Now, no more spider mites. I have them outside where, like, if there are any lingering spider mites, predators or like ladybugs are probably eating them. Here, I'll just kind of stealth anyway. Do this. Oh, but I don't one-shot you. Wonder if I'd... That's not the crouch button. Wonder if I'd one-shot if I used my this. I do wonder. Ow. Do I? Nope, but I'm a little bit closer. Wow, I really turned up my volume. Down a little bit. I'm gonna go back to these for now, I think. So, I don't know. But yeah, so one day, I'll have a bunch of apple trees to give away, because I have 7 apple trees in total. And the 6 here are doing really good. The one that I took to work, I took because it was basically seeming like it was toast. It only had like the tiniest little 1 leaf remaining at the top. And I thought it was basically done for. It's pretty happy now. It's pushed out a decent bit, but the spider mites keep on coming back. So taking it to work did successfully save it. But if the bugs keep on coming back, those stupid spider mites, then I'm gonna take it home again and put it outside, and then it'll be great. Because my other trees that were dealing with mites, putting them outside seemed to really help. Give them a deep bath to get all the bugs off that I can, and then put them outside to deal with the lingering ones, because if even a single egg is left, they can repopulate and infest. So they're really big pains in the butt to deal with. It's kind of the case. Okay, so over that away. Should I just be dropping down here, I think? But finally, they're getting dealt with. Yeah, 9 days left here. The Fragapalooza. I saw the newsletter go out of 10 days left, and it was through that newsletter that I found out that the sponsor of my free-for-all Smash term is apparently going to be on site there. So, yeah, I better finalize my Smash layouts here. I have been working on them a decent bit on the side, and better get those layouts figured out, and make sure that I'm making a good impression on the sponsor, because I'm kind of the one that's representing them. Is going to be the case. Be the first time that I can say that I ever did a sponsored stream. And yeah, the schedule's officially posted now. I already had access to the schedule because high skills, because I needed to schedule my Smash tournaments and stuff. So, like, I already have a good idea of what the event schedule is. I haven't looked at, like, the finalized version yet. So I should probably review that at some point and make sure that everything is still looking good for my Smash tournaments. But, like, when I was figuring out the scheduling and getting all that put in, things were seeming fine. They were seeming a-okay. Yeah, it might still be, what the heck is going on over there? Might still be working on, like, the last few details. This looks important. It's about 9:57 p.m. I wake up at 6 in the morning each day to go to work, so I can't really be up that much longer. But I do want to head in here and see what's going on, and then wrap up the stream. This is what I do kind of want to do. Yeah, someone said there's real time and frag time. That's accurate, honestly. Like, a lot of times when things are actually happening at the event, you kind of have to play it by ear and just figure out what works. Like last year when I had to postpone one of my tournaments. No! You know how hard it was to get here? I'm not leaving now. Are you shitting me?
No, closer, I say.
Yeah.
The man is worse.
Yeah. I worked so hard to get here. I'm not leaving now.